I'm Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Are you an alcoholic?
No.
Well, you do know this is Alcoholics Anonymous, right?
Yeah, well, I came here because I do have a confession to make.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Well, I got beat by a 17-year-old in a Jiu Jitsu competition this weekend.
Ha! Loser!
Shut up, Jerry.
Oh no, man, it's okay. Hey, come here. Come here.
Future Josh here. I just got done editing that video, and obviously that whole first part is just a bit, it's a joke. I mean, I did get beat by a guy who is 17 years old. His name is William, and he's super good. But I wanted to bring up the age for a very specific reason, and that reason is I think there's this really cool thing that happens in Jiu Jitsu where you see people who were children or teenagers able to adapt and get really good at Jiu Jitsu really quickly. And they'll sometimes compete in the juvenile division and then transfer over to the adult division and do really well there too. And I think William is a great example of this. He's super talented and he did really well. You'll see that he got second place in the IBJJF Dallas Open no-gi division. So if you want to see the match between me and him, keep watching this video.
Morning, it's competition day. I get some sunlight and some food, then head out pretty soon. So I eat like roughly an animal-based diet, which is meat, organs, fruit, raw dairy. My diet definitely does not follow those guidelines all the time, but that's the types of foods I try to stick with. One of the things that's hard for me to get is raw beef liver so I can cook it. So instead what I do is I buy these desiccated beef organs from Heart and Swallow Supplements. I'm not sponsored, but I started bringing these with me now when I travel just to make sure I'm getting like extra nutrients and vitamins. I don't know. If you're into it and you didn't know about it before, maybe check those out. This other thing I've been trying to take in the mornings, which is kind of expensive, but I'm liking it so far, is this Alpha Brain by Onnit, the blackberry lemonade flavor. It's a nootropic formula. The only thing in here is the first ingredient is natural flavors, which I didn't know what natural flavors meant before. I think like most people, I thought it meant it was like naturally occurring flavors, but it turns out it's not quite that, and they can be sketchy. So I've been doing some science, and I've been watching YouTube videos to understand more about natural flavors, and I'm trying to avoid those now. I don't know, maybe I'll die, but I don't know. I like this stuff. If anything, it just tastes really good. Also not sponsored. Also the foods and stuff that I've been bringing with me to competition has simplified quite a bit. I used to like go buy like a whole bunch of stuff that was filled with carbs, like Nutri-Grain bars and stuff like that. But now pretty much all I bring to competitions is like some coconut water, some caffeine, some regular water, some fruit like bananas or something, and sometimes I bring honey. I like this Harmless Harvest coconut water. If you missed it, I filmed this really stupid review where I tried coconut water out of a bunch of different glasses. For some reason, I thought it was a good idea at the time. Another competition essential that I bring is some headphones. Again, not sponsored by anything in this video, but these ones are from JBL, the noise canceling headphones. The battery lasts pretty long, and it starts like beeping when it's running out of battery. I like them mainly because it kind of puts me in my own zone with the over the ear type situation, the noise canceling stuff. These are good too. I would call this a competition essential. I made a video before about some other stuff. I do like Wim Hof breathing and the type of stretches I'm doing, so that's linked here, and I'm gonna do some of that stuff momentarily. Alright, we're just gonna head to Walmart real quick. We get some coconut water and some fruit. I ain't gonna need that sunlight in my eyes and equipment. Oh yes, beautiful highlighter mustache. Alright, I think I'm gonna go to Walmart and get some snacks, and I'm also gonna drive over to the venue. It's spelled NYTEX. I guess you say NYTEX. It's the NYTEX Center, so I'm gonna drive over there and go check it out. I'll give you guys a look, a little drive around, so you guys can see the venue. I guess that's it. The NYTEX Sports Center. It sounded pretty I'm pretty low-key area.
This is very Texas-y.
I grew up near Houston, Texas, in a city called the Woodlands. And this area sort of looks exactly like what the Woodlands looks like. Okay, I'm about to do some Wim Hof breathing and then head over to the venue to weigh in and compete in about roughly an hour. I just weighed myself on my travel scale that I have, and I weigh 160.8 pounds. And the only problem is that my scale, the weight fluctuates depending on like where you place it on the ground, I think, because it's so small. It's a really tiny scale. So sometimes like I need to add a pound or something, but even if I add a pound to the weight that I was just on the scale, I should be good to go when I go do the official weigh-in. Now 12:03 p.m. and it's time to head to the venue.
Ding dong, you just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding dong, you just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. The guys then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't coach, the boy that I'm in. Now we on the block with the up for events. Skin kept close to you plotting on them with the tips on 10. Batch in the back that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in. Ding dong, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Ding dong, they just think they are.
So we both pull guard and I immediately go for single leg X, but he gets the advantage because he came up right away. And he's able to step out from my double ankle grip, so I can't get the ankle lock or a sweep. Then he hits a really slick arm drag to single leg, which turns into a double leg, and then he goes right into a knee slide. He starts digging for an underhook, but I beat him on the underhook, and I come up for a single leg, but he pulls out and then jumps guard. I get a double thumb post into his armpits to stand up, but he tries a muscle sweep to sit me back down, and I immediately get the double armpit thumb post again. We stand up, he hugs around my body, so I start pushing his legs down, but I'm super aware that he has double underhook, so I dig an underhook as I come up, go for an Uchimata, but he pulls out of that too. Then I shoot him here for a single leg / double leg, and he wraps up my neck, but it's not super tight, so I'm able to peel his arm off. Once again, he's going to go for that Marcelo Garcia style arm drag to single leg, and he's able to sit me back down again. Next, he's going to go straight into a knee slide, get the underhook, and then pass to side control. And he does a good job at scooting my hips back, and then he's going to go knee on belly and then straight to mount for the points. I clear his underhook so I can pummel inside to get both hands on his hips to try the kipping escape, and it doesn't work the first time because he's really strong, but I attempt it again and I'm able to get to single leg X from there. I go for the ankle lock and he pulls out again. I'm gonna shoot a last ditch double leg, but we run out of bounds and get reset. And then for some reason, unbeknownst to me, I jump guard in probably the worst way possible and smack my head really hard on the mat before going for a single leg takedown, and we run out of bounds again. And then to make things even better for myself, I bait the underhook so I can go for a one-armed Uchimata attempt, but he's able to post his right arm and his right leg on the mat and then turn me over straight into a knee slide. He shoots in for a deep underhook and he's able to go straight to mount from the knee slide. I'm digging here pretty lazily for an underhook, so he's able to push my arm over for an arm triangle, but I answer the phone and do this backward rolling maneuver to try to escape. And I do get out of the arm triangle, but he's able to take my back and put both hooks in. And then he's able to sink in a rear naked choke, and I'm waiting for the seconds to run down here, and I tap to the rear naked choke, and I'm not sure if the ref stopped the match because time ran out or because of the rear naked choke, but either way, I've lost this match. So I just fought my first and only match of the day. So I was originally supposed to do at least 4 fights in order to get to the final. And then my first opponent, I saw him, he didn't make weight. He was overweight, so he got disqualified. My second opponent got disqualified by no-show. Now with 2 opponents that I was supposed to fight disqualified, I went immediately to the semifinal, and he beat me by points. So I gotta do another tournament next weekend, and then the weekend after that, and then the weekend after that. So this is hilarious. I got a flyer on my windshield called Elite Male Tea Clinic. Sounds like a steroid dealer. I'm in. Right now it's Sunday and I was supposed to fly back to San Jose tomorrow, which is Monday, but instead I just canceled the flight and I'm gonna drive my weird yellow Mustang to Austin tomorrow and train at Enzo Gracie Academy Austin with the John Danaher folks. I trained with them a couple weeks ago, Mr. Danaher and Mr. Marigali, and the training was really good. So I booked another Airbnb right down the road from Enzo Gracie Austin, and I'm going to stay there and do it just like I did a few weeks ago. Get some good training in. Also, my laundry situation, I'm like kind of minimalist. I don't have any clothes at all. I just did my laundry in the shower at the hotel that I'm staying in. One potential issue is that I only packed enough clothes in my backpack for a weekend stay in Dallas. I didn't pack what I would normally pack for an entire week's worth of travel. And to add on top of that, I don't have a gi, I just have my no-gi uniform. So I don't know right now how I'm gonna do gi training in Nicholas Mirabali's morning class, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. A good thing about canceling my flight tomorrow and deciding to drive to Austin is that I don't have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, which means that I am willing to spend the extra time tonight to go out to dinner. So I'm gonna use this $50 Fogo de Chão, that's how you say it, by the way, there's in Portuguese where you done. This $50 Fogo de Chão gift card and eat a lot of meat. So I was thinking right now that it's kind of bizarre how I can just pick up and go to Austin right now and cancel all of my original plans to go back to San Jose. And it hit me in kind of a weird way. There was no red carpets or music ushering me into this new lifestyle of being nomadic. It was instead this really subtle realization of wanting to go to Austin and then realizing, oh, well, okay, I guess I can, because my car is parked at the airport in San Jose right now. My job is remote and I don't have an apartment. So I am grateful that I can do this. So that's what we're gonna do, my friends. All right, we're here in Dallas. I think we're in downtown. The show is right here.
There's a Mustang on the ground.
Ding dong, you just think they are. Never little one.